So the last time we talked, I chatted about and tried to educate you on your no-fault coverages and how you can select what kind of medical coverage you want. The next thing I want to talk about is your liability coverage. Understandably, most people don't know what that means, not because they're not sophisticated, but if you haven't been trained in this, if you don't work in it, you won't know about it. The liability coverage is the amount of coverage you buy to protect yourself if you cause an accident and injure somebody. Nobody wakes up in the morning and thinks, today's the day I'm going to run a red light and hurt somebody. But it happens. It happens hundreds of thousands of times a year in Michigan. In that instance, if you, for example, run a red light because you're human and you ran a red light, if you were distracted and you weren't paying attention and you hurt somebody because you rear-ended them or you caused an accident, they're probably going to sue you. That's why you bought insurance coverage. Your automobile insurance company will pay the person whose life you just ruined or impacted by looking at the liability coverage you purchased. In Michigan, the standard basic is called a $250,000 policy. That means your insurance company will pay the person whose life you've impacted due to your negligence up to $250,000. Of course, that level can keep going. You can buy $500,000 in coverage. You can buy what's called an umbrella and get $1 million in coverage. The sky's the limit, of course. Sometimes I see, in the interest of saving money, people opt down and they buy $50,000 in coverage or $100,000 in coverage. When you do that, you are exposing yourself to assets being put at risk. Because if you injure somebody and you have opted down to less coverage, not enough coverage to compensate them for their pain and their suffering and their other out-of-pocket expenses, they may not be satisfied with the insurance amount you chose, and they may come after you personally. That is why you need to think carefully about how much liability coverage you want so that you protect yourself when you injure somebody due to your own negligence.